really useful for them to come into this one now, have those nerves settled as we head into Overpass.
Yeah, our first best of 3 of the day here in Katowice. We're going to be kicking things off right here on this very first map. It's very exciting. And up first is the map pick of HSG. And it's going to be that Overpass. It's actually...
It's the Saints that picked this one.
Wait. Oh, then HLTV is lying to me.
Let's see what Saints have to offer. HSG have chosen the CT side. Of course. Had a long conversation with GFI yesterday over Steam chat. I see a lot of players heading towards this B-bomb site. Now, how will they be positioned to try and defend this? Hffo will be at the back, waiting for the rotation. All about the headshots really in this pistol round. It's a great tap on the bomb carrier. Kiki has been dropped. Olia now. Last woman standing, 1 versus 4. We can see Argent and Hffo are quite tagged at present. But she has a superior angle GFI, so that's a strong way for HSG to start versus their opponent's pick.
Look at that. GFI certainly is already feeling the vibes. This is only the start, of course. Only the pistol. But as soon as they spotted the contact, they prepared themselves. Already from the beginning of the round, they managed to sort of have a hard read upon it. So they already had 4 players over towards the B-bomb site, making sure to prepare themselves. And as soon as they spotted players, they readied up. So now, Saints, they are still going to be committing here to that force buy. 4 fours here into the B-bomb site again. Maybe this time it can pay off. They are certainly dealing up quite a large chunk of damage, but Argent and Hffo together, the power duo, wipe them all down. And very, very fast and quick, 2-0.
Argent is always positioned on the CT side to deal with multiple people, and she has delivered almost every time. We saw a huge performance on her on Vertigo yesterday. And again, it's early, but it's still a dangerous test when you've got Tech-9s running around and such. So great to see her firing off on all cylinders immediately. A straight eco now for Saints. So I did talk to GFI about a number of different things, including Malaysian coffee, but also about how important the experience was at the previous LAN for, you know, she has a lot of experience on her shoulders, but some of these players who haven't had that LAN experience before, we saw the same from Poppins, who was saying that, you know, that was her first, like, significant LAN experience, and that gets the nerves out of the way. Now she can just focus and be more settled. And I think the same is true for HSG, but when the big matches come through, and the pressure rises, it's still difficult to perform to your maximum level, and it gets easier as the novelty wears off. It has that one-off already, though, is the question, and we'll find that out as the day progresses.
It was just really, really impressive coming out of that Season 2 final, making it into semis as a team who was sort of a brand new contender into the mix. People had actually not that very high expectations of a wildcard team coming into the tournament. But little did we know that they were certainly good at popping off some heads. Now the first real contesting round, as Saints have a buy round. And immediately, obviously not going to be going in with the same fast-paced aggression as the first couple of rounds when they just had some pistols. Just trying for a bit more of a default play. So spreading out across the map, seeing what part you can contest for. But right now, Hazel looking with that up towards long. So at least for now, that is on lockdown. They are going to be trying to contest it, though, with an AWP of their own. Paula has that one as well. And it forces Hazel to go back as she missed one of her shots, so she doesn't want to get overwhelmed. And now that gives Saints a bit of an opportunity to get some further map control.
Very, very quiet. They have to read that the AWP may have repositioned elsewhere. It's reasonable map control for Saints with the time on the clock. That bomb will soon be rotating. See a T-smoke around the monster tunnel, maybe to suggest a burst. They are repositioning in that direction, as we can see. Now, if Saints were to get a frag around these toilets, that could really pull HSG out of position. Starting to posture up now, and that's great timing from the Incendiary. Kiki's been dropped. They've seen that there's no lurker. The flank's on the way now. We've got Hazel rotating as well. Argent is going to play the bait for the swing from Hffo. Beautiful work from HSG. Really nice stuff from them. Got the information towards the A-bomb site. Fragged the lurker, but again, you've got to try and squeeze out that utility for the CT side, and perhaps they did with that smoke that we saw on the radar towards that B-bomb site, but HSG was still able to ruin the timing of Saints. Very nice bait setup as well. I was actually watching IEM yesterday, and on the desk there was some criticism for Apex for where he was standing in that two-person setup. He was on the other side, but he was too deep to the point where in engaging him, he exposed the position of his teammate. But as you can see, Argent was on the other side there, so that wasn't an issue. Nicely laid out for HSG as they keep a clean sheet and secure a 4-0.
And already in the middle of the round as well. That lurk play coming out of Saints. Ideas were there, trying to use the smoke to their advantage, but xiaowu was positioned actually really well right behind the wall, catching off the lurker, getting the information, and then immediately sending over the cavalry towards the B-bomb site. And by the time, you know, the lurker player died, the play and the timing didn't quite work out for Saints. So there was only 15 seconds left to really try and exit from Monster. Yeah, and then you're just going to be going down the grinder. And it's becoming real tough. Even if they were to be winning some of the initial duels, you're still going to have only a couple seconds left to plant the bomb.
Yeah, I'm thinking that they were trying to get a pick on the A-bomb site, pull HSG out of position on B. Weren't able to get there, though. And again, HSG had late utility on both sides. Saw Kiki got, that's brutal timing for her. Grenade in the hand, not much you can do at that point. But maybe with presence of the AWP elsewhere, perhaps she would have gone for a dry peek, so the timing to suggest and execute, they're playing it really late there. For HSG were looking for the info. There's rifle support as well. GFI with the AWP. She's got the flicks. Double orbs in this round versus the force buy versus a light buy. Haven't lost anyone just yet, which is really good because that is a scary scenario when you've got a number of players running at you. But she is ready. She has the rifle support there as well. And Bunny will be looking to do whatever damage she can find with this Desert Eagle. Bomb has been secured by HSG. So this is looking like a very promising round so far. Just the one kill, not a big deal. 4 of the players have a combined 1 frag for Saints in 5 rounds. So that means that HSG are going to have plenty of money.
Plenty of money. And interesting to see, you know, they had a double up setup right now, but they went to not pick up the ARP again because GFI had fallen over in connector. Just go for an AK, actually double AK around it that they still managed to grab. And then, yeah, everyone just on rifles and leave just Hazel with that big ring gun in her hands. Now let's see. So goes Saints at the moment have again another buy, but HSG already with 5 up on the board. That means that the clock certainly is going to be ticking to get something going. That's already a very beautiful opening, and not sure if she spotted the player, but she certainly has a right idea. Ooh, misses the shot, and with that loses her life, so it goes 1 for 1.
Awkward timing. Just looking over to connector. She knew she was exposed. Back of her mind. Puller going towards battle sniper mode in this round. It's a nice break early. And again, with the time on the clock, there are advantages to be had. But with the money HSG have, there's no shortage of utility. They still have 2 incendiaries, 2 smokes, and Saints are going to have to try and pry those out of their hands. Themselves, they've only got 2 flashbangs. I don't know if they've got too much util to offer a fake. xiaowu. Oh, she's just about ready. I was wondering if she might see that through the flower bed. Trying to bait Kiki into the open. You can see GFI's in position to trade there. Kiki in the red, but GFI will still land a headshot. Advantages are getting a little worse now. Disappearing for Saints as they're in a 2v3 all of a sudden. Jay Cranny's carrying the bomb, so if she's spotted, that's a lot of info. The smoke is up to give GFI more space to move around on the bomb site, so we can see this is not going to be easy for Saints on this T side. 19 seconds and the rotation is coming through. No one to stop the CT plan. GFI delivering on Olia, and Jay Cranny won't get much either. So the struggle is real for Saints on the T side versus HSG.
Yeah, as soon as the long presence was noted, they immediately adapted, and that's the beautiful thing. They had GFI play on the back from the truck near bank. And I thought perhaps the trade could have been a tad bit earlier, but it's still at the end of the day, GFI looking sharp up on the rifle as well as the op. 11 in 2, that is insane coming out of the IGL.
Welcome surprise. That just shows the level of detail HSG have. Overpass not really going to catch them by surprise. Nice wallbang from GFI. That's a big frag. When Argent's the player you're picking on the B bomb site, surely you have to send it. She's so good holding down the bomb sites with multi-frags. 4v4 and Saints are going to commit to the slower play here. Now, they may want to show some presence around this A side to try and avoid heading into a stack. HSG playing passive now from the bomb sites itself. But I say that, actually, HFFO's push through Monster. He's got the information. Saints not leaving a lurker with 4 players. A huge read from HSG. That will allow them to focus towards A.
Of course, there's no real connector control, so they still keep GFI up on B as well, just in case, because a rotation could come in at any time. And then leave Hazel with the op to deal with any potential A presence. Now the 30-second mark has arisen, and with that, Hazel immediately shut down Jake Rennie. There's even more for her to be lining up. That's 3 already. Oh, wow. And immediately shut down, and no matter where Saints go, it is just so hard for them to even set foot up on a bomb site.
Hazel's only had 1 frag up to this point. Got a collateral towards the end there, 2 for the price of 1. Especially when you've got a smaller magazine on the AWP, that'll be quite nice. Had support if it was required, but it wasn't. Saints had no flashes to push the bomb site at that point, just the smoke grenades, but started to swing before they went up straight into the AWP. So with 4 players, there's a big struggle for Saints trying to play this deeper game, but HSG are not respecting it. I don't even know if Saints are aware of well, they're definitely not aware of the push from Monster there. So they may have more problems in the short term. They might want to simplify things here. That's a great angle. So if you're the CT side at the beginning of a round and you throw the incendiary towards the Monster tunnel, that's the kind of warbang you could go for afterwards. We've seen them put the grenades there as well that Saints have run into. So Saints might want to keep things simple in the buy rounds to come. Again, you pick Argent on the B bomb site. Just group up together. Maybe have a lurker towards A and try and send it in towards B there. Abuse those numbers. She is so important for the multi-frags on that B bomb site that if you take her down early, I would definitely try and have a go towards B.
That's a bit scary. On Saints, they don't even manage to touch HSG quite a lot. Bunny is the most amount of frags currently with only 2. And Saints are also still yet to get a bomb plant even. They can't even play for an after plant. They need to get upon the site first. That's the first objective. This round, though, will be very difficult considering it is just some upgraded pistols. They do have a smoke and a flash, so perhaps a bomb plant could still be in the bag. But they are going to be going right as a contact play through a long. That's the first one out already. Attack up on Paula. But Hazel does not seem to be scared whatsoever, even switches to the pistol. And again, clean round. The money through the roof for HSG. And that means trouble is up ahead because already they've secured the half. And it could become even more dangerous.
HFFO is losing money by winning rounds at this point. Maximum 16,000 bucks. But what I like about a round like that is just how much rifle support, how much crossfire there is for HSG, how much they play off of each other. The AWP can fall back and disengage. There are 2 riflers there to clean up as they start to swing. Focus on the AWP. You don't know when it's going to peak, so you have to focus on it. And that is a distraction for the plan B and the plan C for HSG. They have depth as a team. One of the most disciplined teams, one of the hardest working teams. that we have here at ESL Impact. You can see Paula looking to be the cannon once again, try and find an opening, and surely this time they can send it if she's able to find some success here. But again, the coordination, it's not easy to frag HSG on the B bomb site. Flash pops before the peak. Now, Saints have got 2 flashes. They've got the smokes and the Molotovs. Definitely an angle to be careful of. It's a favoured angle for an AWP. Can catch people coming out of Divider, coming around the toilets, in and out of Connector. Oh, that's rough.
That's gonna be messing up with their timings a little bit. At least a good flashbang blinded the initial, but still Hffo playing off of the close angle. Good for 2, but trades are there. So Saints still have an opportunity. GFI is now the main point of contesting as the other 2 come rotating in right here from heaven. xiaowu is already present, and it takes so long for Saints. They set foot upon the bomb site again, and they are shut down once more. HSG on a roll, on the way to double digits already.
Saints are really struggling to get on a bomb site at the moment. They're really lacking in the kills. It's very, very pokey proddy. It's quite difficult as well if you're edging forward through Monster, bearing in mind that your shadow will concede your position. You can see Hffo was enjoying that. There's pre-fire for days. They need to get the chain flashes in. Someone needs to be in the back getting those chain flashes behind and in front of the pillar in the middle of the bomb site and just send it. And maybe around such as this, they're more inclined to do that. But they can do that on a force buy as well, on a full buy rather. They've got the money towards the barrels this time. They forced HSG back, an instant success. They need to believe in themselves and play confidently. They'll have a much better time of things. Finally looking to get their first round on the board now. Hazel may not want to give them the AWP, but even if she gets some frags, she can make life difficult for them. 1v4 made 3 for Hazel. Molly to the water. Oh, one of them's tanking damage there. Olia forced forward into the open. Gotta be careful. She's going for these quick scopes here. Hazel, 2 more to find. She's got most of her health. Where are the rest of them, though? Will she clear the rest of the water? Or assume it's free, going for the quick scopes there. And she will fall eventually. But that's, I feel like when you have a force buy, when you've got those pistols, it forces you to be more aggressive. But if they can just be a little more aggressive and a bit more confident, a bit more deliberate on their full buys, then they could find some more rounds in this first half.
Yeah, it was really the fast-paced aggression that gave them the win. People caught with nades in their hands, still switching to their weapons over in water, hoping that perhaps that cover could give them more time, but no. HSG, this time around, not prepared for just the quick pace. So let's see how Saints are going to be approaching this round now. So far, doesn't seem to be a similar strategy, just playing and waiting it out.
I think the one thing I've seen in this half so far is that the longer the round goes on, the more to the advantage of HSG it is. Again, the coordination, the support for the AWP, falling back, repositioning, having utility late, pushing for information when they know that Saints have shown presence and fallen back. And I think Saints are realizing that they need to keep things simple here. Get those chain flashes in, find those entries, use the numbers. The counter flash game is quite strong though from the CCs as well. Stuck behind the molly, Saints will be separated, but the second wave is starting to come in now. GFI trying to hold by the pillar. Kiki here to trade. They've got their clutch master on the bomb site. 2 versus 1 now in their favor. Hazel in the clutch once again.
Last time, she still managed to get a few. So 1 versus 2, I wouldn't count her out just yet. She at least spotted the first. Now smoked short, which would make it relatively easy. Now Kiki is stuck behind it. But now the question is, does Hazel know? Oh, well, the nade. Oh, Kiki managed. Oh, no, that's just straight up panic. Kiki tagged herself up, and now Hazel, technically, she could stick it, but the smoke also is soon about to fade. Kiki not peeking, and with that, HSG make it to double digits, steal away the round, and that is so rough for Saints.
Hazel's pretty dangerous in the clutch. She saw the trajectory of the support flashbang. That might be a bit of nerves there. Got to put it past you. Grenade going the wrong way. Almost a TK towards the end. And again, when it's so important to win that round, the pressure of the stage might get to you a little bit. HSG 10-1. You know, they had this pressure last time. They've been able to have that, get it out of the way and grow from that, whereas Saints might be in that position now themselves. Good round for HSG to stabilize. But we're still even in the defeat there, we're still seeing some more success for Saints. Getting onto the bomb sites with more players, getting those, trying to get those trade frags at least, but HSG's counter flashes are so good.
So the initial presence wasn't necessarily noticed, so Saints had actually a really good opportunity. Bunny getting the first kill, but then it is immediately Archon back with 2, making it so contesting. Now, of course, it is scary, because actually Saints had a really good amount of trades upon the kills that HSG was getting. But yeah, then you have a Hazel and an Op outplaying, still having utility as well, which definitely made a very big difference. Now, Saints have another buy going into this, so another shot. But at this moment, you desperately need rounds up on the board. They have connected control.
Is the teammate going to nade the door off, I wonder? Oh, the flash through the window.
Well,
thank you and goodbye. That's the problem. HSG, they focus on the small detail. They do it so well from map to map. The small detail gives them so many advantages. Getting more aggressive now in round 12. Hazel will have to try and make her way back, or will she? Ready to continue battle sniper. xiaowu is here for support. Now the flashbangs are working out for Saints. 2 big entries onto the A bomb site, but there's more people to find here. They've got to take down GFI as well. Kiki swinging wide onto the site, and Bunny will be able to get that frag for her. Really strong stuff. That's what you want to see from Saints.
Again, when Saints are picking up the pace, HSG struggling to remain in position. But perhaps it is still possible. Argent, good with 1. Hffo finds another. But now that also means that she needs to clutch it out. Again, 1 versus 2. Power bomb planted for Toilet, so she has a faint feeling deep down her stomach of where they are, but she completely out-aims the Opera. So now, only 1 more kill to be finding. Spots the shoulder, tags Oya for just a tap bit. But now Oya just waiting up the waiting game, but no! Leave it up to Hffo to just tap away the heads and get the defuse again.
Another robbery by HSG. They are ready for the clutches. I think that, well, I think we both know, talking to GFI, that she was so frustrated with the loss yesterday. This is a great way to come back at the beginning of the day. So far, so good. Again, it is a best-of-3 series, but this is a roaring start. Everybody's performing for HSG. The synchronization's there. The clutches are here as well, ready for the frags. And look how sharp that aim is from side to side. Hffo looking very on point at the moment.
Sharp. And it also shows that everyone on the HSG side of things is able to step up. We have Hazel with a clutch, Hffo right now. And I feel yesterday Hffo was not quite feeling herself at in the best spirit. So today, stepping up and exactly at the moment it needs to be. This is also, keep in mind, the map pick of Saints. So being 1 map up, that certainly is going to be giving you the confidence boost. And already, again, HSG finding the opening. And Saints struggling with map control. They are trying to make some work off of Long. At least Paula will find the op of Hazel. But immediately, xiaowu was looking to respond. Pushing up close towards bathroom. Again, that same smoke is in play. Let's see how HSG is going to be responding this time around.
Bunny got the sound cues there. They know someone's repositioning towards Long. xiaowu almost got 2 there. Really scary. Going for the pop flash off of the sign. Love that one. But Paula is ready and waiting. This time, playing the clock is working for Saints now. Punishing the rotation. But will she expect a 3rd player? Hffo a little behind her teammate there. So there is a bait set up. And now she can stop a plant. If they go for default dice plant, we can see Hffo holding the angles. There she is coming in from the back. They didn't even know where she's coming from. Olia falls as well, leaving Bunny in the clutch now. 24 seconds. Suddenly, she's got to find time to plant this bomb. Loses the duel to GFI. Started well, was getting better for Saints, but again, the detail from HSG, not 2 swinging together, just 1 coming out of connector, baiting the other, not expecting a late resurgence there from that connector position, ends up winning the round. GFI again with the wall bangs through to connector. And one thing I'm also noticing is that in the mid to late rounds, Saints are always light on flashbangs. They had 3 HE grenades, but 1 flashbang in that situation. Those flashes would, like if they want to go faster, it would at least be more of an option with the flashes there. Of course, playing the slower game did work out for them, but HSG just had a stronger strat there with the bait setup coming out of connector to allow those impact frags towards the end.
So money not going to be too much of an issue here for HSG. Saints really need this one to go their way. There's only 2 more rounds to be played for here in the first half. And HSG already up upon 12. Definitely scary. But let's see if Saints can do it. It looks to be. It's another fast-paced push coming out. Smoke eventually there up on Monster, and Hffo is certainly feeling the heat. Throws down a smoke to give herself a bit more room to work with, but now Argent falls and suddenly no backup left. The B bomb site completely compromised, and it means a rotation will have to come through.
Just keep it simple. They need all of these remaining 2 rounds on this T side. Love to see this boost. Kind of Saints we need to see, but as we have seen, even with low numbers, HSG have been so strong in a clutch. That is a big boost now from Olia. xiaowu trying to cause some chaos with the smoke grenade. Kiki off of the angle. xiaowu going for the ninja maybe. Did he realize it? Well, they'll get there. They'll secure that round. Much needed from Saints, and there's 1 more to get in this half as well.
And considering actually that the money was relatively low on Saints, it's good that they survived with 4 of their players. So now they have bank for that very last round of the half. And actually, it's looking a little bit tricky on the side of HSG. They have some funds left, so it's not going to be completely back to pistols. But it is, for example, a couple of FAMASs and an MP9 up on Argent, who then will be playing probably from a bit more of a closer angle on that B-bomb site. And
see the running smoke for the balcony is coming out, so this is going to be another fast one. GFI only good for 1 this time. The numbers game looking to overwhelm the B-bomb site. Again, nice and simple. Kiki will deal with Argent. Looking good now for a last one, but Hffo turning things around. She can pick up an AK soon as well. Kiki, oh, this one is falling to pieces now. Bunny in the clutch. 1v2, knows where both of them are. Minute 20 on the clock. Seems she might go around to try and find the information. Both still holding FAMASs for the time being. Hffo trying to jiggle for the info. Wins the duel as well. So it will be the 2 rounds for Saints as they move to the CT side. Big pressure straight off the bat after the break.
Own my style, how I got this smile. Conquer fear, got the crown. Can't nobody bring me down. I'm looking good, quite frankly. Tim's a fitted dick Yankee. Then I'm cold when I'm out east. I'm top tier, you can't rate me. Stop talking, baby, go get it. You start something, better finish. Yeah, that rooftop still a missing. I'm independently winning. Master B taught me no limit. Faith got me dominion. God give it to diminish. I'm set apart, I'm distinguished. You a baddie, baby, you gotta own it on the style and your grace. You better own it. All they wanna do is copy and paste, but you they can't replace. So own it. You a baddie, baby, you gotta own it on the style and your grace. You better own it. All they wanna do is copy and paste, but you they can't replace. So own it. Next turn when I walk in, got them all hot like she back again. Then I'm fit, I'm far from plain. Sugar and spice, I can't be lame. Tried to hate, but my God stopped. You got blocked, but it's tight in. Motivated like them high school plays. I know you remember those titans. Everything ain't always black and white. I'm still gonna get it going with this fight. Shining bright, can't dim this light. Dominant the rough one, baby, tough. You stuck on luck manifesting. I say my prayers count blessings. Flashy, flashy flexing. My own style is impressing. You a baddie, baby, you gotta own it on the style and your grace. You better own it. All they wanna do is copy and paste, but you they can't replace. So own it. You a baddie, baby, you gotta own it on the style and your grace. You better own it. All they wanna do is copy and paste, but you they can't replace. So own it. Pop them tags, pop them tags. go for a ride. Got the gasoline, gonna make a scene. Standing on the edge of a fight that no one ever sees. Dipping out on me, I got the receipts. I was hanging on the edge of the words you said, but I found your secret.
So far, HSG is on a roll here on the first map of Overpass. Saints only managed to get 2 rounds thus far. Perhaps right now in the second half they can turn the tide. We have seen crazier things happen, especially on a map like Overpass. But James, I don't think this is going to come easy at all if they want to crawl back.
No, I think there's some easy improvements for their T side, but we can talk about those at the end of the game. Saints will have Bunny and Paula, both with Julies, both raid boss. Donations from teammates. Positioned to win. Kiki boosted up top. Won't find what she's looking for just yet, so it is retake territory. HSG have taken B, and now Saints look to split B, but if Hazel can hold them off, there might even be a flank with a boost. That would be fascinating. GFI's made her way up. Now, if she goes down behind those CTs, that would be quite something. Don't expect it to happen, though. They're starting to edge forward now, slowly but surely. Trades both ways. Those Julies are still up. Not for long, though. As I say that, everything falls to pieces. HSG just too strong. Just too much depth in the squad. Just too much attention to detail.
HSG is just on fire. I think all of them managed to get some very beautiful taps with the Glock up on the board. If you think perhaps with the USPs you might get a little bit of an advantage, but HSG today is saying no, slowly crawling to that victory. And because the gap is so big between these two teams, Saints, they need to go in with a force buy. They need to give it everything they've got to have some chances back up on the board. But that means because of the little money, only a few pistols. Now Paula looking for a bit of a peek in towards connector. There is Arjun waiting with a Galil. But for now, just being patient, not overextending, not showing too much skin, while the rest of the squad moves towards that A-long position.
.21 frags for GFI. She often make it 22 then. Often leads by example, GFI. This is a great way to do it. I think it'll be good for her as well. She's so hard on herself when things go wrong. I think this, so far, is a great way to get her confidence straight back. But there's action on this A-bomb site. There's plenty of time to deal with it, though. 48 seconds as they push the bomb site. Plenty of bandwidth to correct the issues, and that's a happy GFI. Game point for HSG on Overpass versus Saints. The road is long and arduous, and the floor is on fire as far as Saints are concerned.
And especially this being Saints, their map pick. Certainly we're confident that perhaps, you know, this technically on paper is not necessarily the strongest map for HSG, so they had a feeling that perhaps they could take it home. But HSG, they have put in the works since Season 2. They're going to come in full on prepared again. Beautiful flashbang. Oh yeah, will trade. But again, for HSG, they're keeping the numbers to their advantage, making sure no further mistakes are going to be happening.
Not the strongest map for HSG. Really is a different kettle of fish to not the strongest map for another team. Because the base level of work for HSG is quite high. As we saw from those pop flashes into connector through the window, the urgency for them to trade on the short B position. HSG far stronger on Overpass. A dominant one-sided victory in the first map of the series.
Yeah, this game, it definitely is setting the tone here. HSG are not coming to play. Sure, you know, yesterday's loss was a real bitter one, having the opportunity to close it out, and then in overtime as well, then it went double overtime, and then you lose So they definitely had a lot to think about, definitely beating themselves up, but they are just coming in today a lot.